throw from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field, and hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
First down, ball at the 36. Herbert from the gun. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's got it, room to run.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left with 4th down here.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Madison again. And he's brought down at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Herbert. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
J.K. Scott on to punt. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Raider football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Trying to connect, but it lines up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10 now. He beams one deep right side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Has a man, it's Madison.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Quick hitter complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Option give here. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 1st down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's Nice tackle for a short gain. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to fight forward and get a touchdown. The Chargers go up 6-0 here in the 1st. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Got him in over the middle, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
3rd down from the gun. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, it turns into a nice gain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's Mayer. He's got it. take him down right along the 30. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Tucker now in motion right. They are throwing it again. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. Over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Throwing this back in the end zone. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. You're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chargers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Raiders and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Here's Madison. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Madison. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a throw. He's got time here. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
3rd and long for him here. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pushing for the red zone. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Enough goes to Madison, running right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
They give it to Madison. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know. He just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Herbert throwing again. Pass complete to his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now Herbert again. Finding Hurst. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. It's Herbert once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Len McConkey with a touchdown. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Back now, pressure on its way. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And it's going to be second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Second and 10 now. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the ground with Madison. And this one doesn't go far. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. The dangerous Darius Davis on the return. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Punt meets him at the 28. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Herbert on first down. And this won't be Cox. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And the Raiders get there and take him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. We've reached halftime of what's been an entertaining one so far. 14-all is our score. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one...
We're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From midfield on 2nd down. Rifles it, and it's on the money on the slant. 6 yards on the play, and enough for a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll get this one to Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's 2nd and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to the air here. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Throwing on first is Herbert. Got him in over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he... what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, they'll run. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Racing down the left side. And he will score. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Dicker on now for the PAT. That one. Uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some... And the drive will start out with a... Out of the gun, Madison. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Working quickly here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's complete. Here's Madison. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Collects this at the 35. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here's a give up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field and keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Ramon back gets the handoff. And he gets back to the line, but no more. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
To the air, 3rd and long. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Brought in at the 41. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Chargers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
This one goes off left tackle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Herbert now, blitz coming. Gets it to him on the screen. Again, he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now lead by 10. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Dicker on now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Just too high for him. Devontae Adams, the intended to... And now they face 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to the... Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, Herbert. Dump off complete to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 28. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and he's able to take this one down to the 25. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
Oh, he's keeping it again. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg for him. Has it in close. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker on now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's complete inside the 35. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Even the offense out there, they want to add 2 more to that touchdown. They'll try it on the ground. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Herbert on 1st down. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
2nd and 10 now. Pass complete on the screen. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. The screen set up for the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, okay? Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. He finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's a Handoff up the gut. Moving on into the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. And it's caught. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They'll try and punch it in. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Dicker on now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down. A whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Forced out to his right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.